So preseason just concluded, and I personally think that it went better than expected. We finished 2-1. Of course, some of those opponents not the toughest. The Panthers, the Commanders, also still kind of in that rebuild process. The Eagles only losing by 3, but still a lot of backups, and really we struggle to stop their number ones on offense. But it is now time to get into the real meat and potatoes of this season, as we'll be heading on into week 1 of the regular season against the Bengals and then the Seahawks. We have some messages. We have a position battle right in, and then the defensive coordinator wants to talk to us. So let's take a look at that real quick before we head on to week 1 against that Cincinnati team. Preseason's over, and it looks like our position battle is complete. Yes, it is. Based on what you said in the press conference, Jimenez won the battle. Do you agree he won? No. I don't think so. Not a good idea. The team is going to have a really bad reaction to this. What does this mean? If I choose yes but don't start him, I don't care, dude. I really don't care. Jimenez will have his block shed and drop by 3 for the next 3 games, and the entire team. Okay, well, he's the backup anyways. It's like, you're wrong, brother. It's not my decision. Look at Josh Uche. He's like, I don't want any of the smoke. It's not my fault. Coach said so. Thank you, Coach. Heading into the team meeting right now. Be there. Be right there. Are you ready for this team call? What should I focus on, dude? Pick one thing that you want this team to embrace, being physical or explosive or playing smart. I think physical is almost always the best way to go, right? But I think this is one of those, you choose the goal, and if you don't get it, the reporters are going to smack you with the toughest questions ever type of thing. Want to talk about our team culture? Fair enough. Our culture defines how we play every single week. Fair enough. This doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people here, though. What culture do you want us to embrace, says Drake May. It seems we want to either break tackles, run better, excel, let your QB choose. I'm going to make that play. You're a starting quarterback. You decide. I want us to be disciplined on offense and defense and play mistake-free football. That's smart. Now, here's how you should have done it. You should have chose the one with acceleration. Wow, I am never letting Drake May decide ever again. Oh my God, he chose the literal worst one. I thought I was doing the cool coach thing. Hey, you're the leader now. Never again. It's never again. Yay, it's time for more yapping. Let's go to the press conference first, then go to the media interview, even though that's probably the opposite way we should have done it. Into the press conference for week 1. Big week, obviously, as this could set the tone for the entire year. Don't know what kind of tone we'll be setting, but it could. The fans are curious how you'll handle your rookie quarterback's development. That's a good one. Yeah, what the hell do you mean, honestly? Do you want us to bench him? Tremendous success. You mean literally the Green Bay Packers and that's it? I see. I guess kind of Mahomes, sort of. He will probably play. No, he's going to play. He may have to play for us this year. I mean, he's absolutely... We're talking about Drake May, right? Not Joe Milton? I'm sure. I can commit to him. No, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did I make a mistake? Or did they not expect us to have 2 rookie quarterbacks? Because I thought we were talking about Drake May, no? Okay, yeah, it says Drake May starting point, so... Yeah, I mean, he's not going to just start at some point this season. He's going to start at the beginning point of the season, the literal first week of regular season. And then before we get into our practice, we have one final interview. A lot of interviews going on here. Area of weakness, I don't really know. Probably the defense, even though we probably have better overalls there. Yeah, we should have said offense. We should have said freaking receivers. We sold. Ironically enough, this team actually should be good against the run, but I actually think this is where we're going to struggle the most. So I'm going to say run game, but we should be actually better as a run defense team than off passing. Can you be more specific? Wow. Do you want my social security number as well? I'm going to say O-line, I guess. Oh yeah, that. See, I'm not really listening to her. I'm just starstruck in her eyes. What's that equal success? 1,300 rushing yards this season or 5 yards per... Oh, absolutely 1,300 yards. Obviously, the yards per carry is way better for success, but it's also a lot harder to do. I think we could pull that off. 1,300 yards on the season. I don't know what we're going to get as a reward, but I think we can do that. I freaking pray we can at least. 1,300 yards should be like almost guaranteed, no? And speaking of guaranteed, the 750 like goal was hit so quickly it was basically guaranteed itself. Of course, I could be like some big corporation like, hey, you guys hit 750 easily. Can we hit 1,000? Nah, we're just going to do 750 likes again, and we'll have episode 3 of Patriots Franchise tomorrow. But now it's time to get into the season goal, assign our scouts, do our practice, and maybe finally get into week 1 of the regular season against this Cincinnati Bengals. Now, we can see here that we have some objectives for how we think the season's going to go. 4 wins, 7 wins, make the playoffs, win the Super Bowl. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's kind of crazy that you go from like very low, medium to very high. Like, if we say we're going to win the Super Bowl and we come close, are we going to get fired for real? Personally, I know this is low, but since the rewards aren't even that juiced anyways, I'm going to say 4 wins. I mean, this is one of the worst teams in the league. We're just going to be 100% honest. And, yeah, I mean, that could be a high number for us for all we know. But as far as scouting, let's take a look at the region breakdown. The strengths of the draft are the wide receiver positions, the DTs, and strong safeties. The weakness is right guard, left guard, center. Some of the top prospects you can see are on the defensive line. Of course, I don't really want to look into that. It's way too early through the scouting process. But we will probably, because we do need DT, probably look for a decent scout at DT wide receiver if possible. Unfortunately, you can see that the entire interior of the offensive line is a weakness, which kind of sucks, but we will do what we can. Of course, that is for national, but technically national would be the overall broadness anyways, no? Either way, we're going to, look through all this stuff, change our scouts as need be, maybe even fire them all, and we'll have that set up. So our 3-star scout is actually probably an expert of the positions we need the most, D-end and DT, so I'm going to keep him there. Scout number 2 being cornerback, wide receiver. I think that's actually not bad either because those are 2 big position groups that pretty much any team could get better at across the board in the league, and it's a position that you need a lot of at each respective spot. So with that being said, I think we're going to keep that as well. As far as everyone else goes, I think a running back should be on our list. Tight end for sure should also be on the list, and then offensive line. So we'll probably end up getting rid of John Hunter, and then potentially Armando Herrera, as we already have this 2-star scout. So probably going to go like tight end, O-line, and then like maybe 2 offensive line positions on their own. I guess off-ball linebacker wouldn't hurt either, but it's technically one of our strongest positions right now. So we're going to be bringing in Ishmael Riley, the dual linebacker expert. And then we have Mark Hayes, the dual offensive line expert. And then I suppose we'll double up on the wide receiver position with Kent Sherman, who is an expert at tight end and wide receiver. And by process of elimination, these are how our scouting focuses will end up, as that was the best way to pull it off with the strengths and weaknesses of this class. As far as how we want to approach game 1, it seems like they don't run the ball super well. They just lost Joe Mixon, of course, which, he hasn't always been healthy, and he hasn't always been at his best, but definitely still a bit of a drop-off. So I'm going to say short defense because Joe Burrow, and then attacking them. It says that we should have a good time passing the ball, but I do worry about Trey Hendrickson and their pass rush. I still think I do agree, though. I'm going to go with medium throwing, though. And as far as our focuses, we still don't have the ability to get more than 3 focus players, so it's going to still be the QB with the 2 youngest wide receivers with hidden dev. And for last order of business, these are the current sliders. They haven't really changed too much just yet, but this is where we're at for now. And here it is in Cincinnati, Ohio, to take on the Cincinnati Bengals, of course. Number 9 versus number 10, Drake May. Quite a bit of throw power. Maybe a little off the rails versus Joe Burrow. Very accurate. Decent throw power, but injury concerns. Obviously, our defense showed some weaknesses in preseason, but our offense also showed that, hey, with a little bit of time, we can make almost any play happen. Problem is, will we have that time? The offensive line, not the best unit around the league. We have a pretty good right tackle. Everything else, maybe center as well, can be thrown into that list. Everything else on that offensive line is definitely suspect and potentially problematic. Of course, we're going to be getting the ball first to start out the regular season. And healthy from returning from an injury, is David Wallace, the return specialist, who turns around kind of late, tries to cut it all the way outside, almost made something special happen, gets taken down to the 21-yard line. And Drake May will come out onto the field to start out his rookie campaign. Talked about, will he start? Will he see playtime? Of course he will, lady. We have no choice. And even if we did, we still believe quite a bit in this young man. Started off with a run, though. Let's take the pressure off him a little bit if possible. We get a pretty damn good set of blocks as Gibson's going to get that to the 42-yard line, doubling our field position with a 21-yard gain. Rhamondre Stevenson now in. Said, hey, let me get some of that. And he will also get some pretty good blocks. Rhamondre trying to truck, can't do it. But with a second effort, will get a first down. They actually are up to the line of scrimmage now. Maybe taking a chance deep could be a good decision. Polk, it looks like Bourne wins. And Bourne will win, taken down to the 5-yard line. Perfect throw, perfect route. I mean, really perfect release off the line. And a beautiful, massive play down to the 5. The Bengals have lost some names, too. They're not like this perfect team. Step up, take that. And they're both open. Touchdown to Mario Douglas. The blocking was amazing. We didn't panic. We calmed down. We stepped into a safety spot of the pocket and found a wide open to Mario Douglas for the first touchdown of the season. That was a really good drive. And there you go. First score. Do we smell upset in the air? We'll have to find out. Come with the blitz early. This could be a bad decision. We're going to do it anyways. And he gets all the time in the world. Oh, he's got a lot of room. Wow. Mike Gesicki looks like he's going to be re-energized for the season to the 35-yard line. That's a pretty good start. We run the blitz. He almost got there, just not quite. And who is their running back? Is it Zach Moss? Man, sometimes you're just grateful for what you got. It's going to be kind of a screen type play, and he just takes the coverage sack. But more importantly, not really much of a screen because his offensive line just gave up immediately. Talking about Dietrich Wise is out of shape. Well, he's got the first sack of the season, technically. And Marte, with help, it's only going to be a gain of 2. Drive derailed a little bit after going for some sort of weird bubble screen type delay and taking a sack. Bentley stepping up over the middle of the field. He's going to take a shot. Burrow's going to throw it away. Maybe he had a chance if he would have delivered it right behind us, but that's a really good stop. It could be a field goal, though. They got a really good kicker in Evan McPherson, who they are going to let try this deep one. 57 yards. Sean Wade made some preseason plays. Can he intercept the ball? He can intercept it, but doesn't need to. No SWAT needed. It'll be a missed field goal on attempt number 1 for the Bengals. As we're going to run to the right and have nowhere to go. Rhamondre Stevenson denied. And now Trey Hendrickson's hurt. That's the guy that they have any chance to slow our offense down. Is going to be the guy that needs to do it, and he's out off the field. Going to go with a couple of drags, trying to make this defense a little more hesitant. And they're in pretty good coverage. We will catch it. Polk, great job. Drake May to Polk, the rookie-to-rookie connection. And, man, let's just look out into the sky. 3rd and 7. They got a couple of linebackers looking over the middle of the field. We're going to go with a screen pass to Rhamondre. We do get that ball out, and the blocks will be pretty good. Trying to cut it back, gets a truck move, and gains the first down easily. The perfect play call does exist. Going to go back through the air. Gibson on the wheel route. And there goes Hunter Henry. Perfect throw. Gets a decent little block. And looking to run up the side of the field to the 13. We're having a hell of a start. And I don't know if I really see anyone on Hunter Henry here. Maybe. Dot! Drake May! Touchdown number 2. Hunter Henry with the catch this time. The Bengals have been stunned. 14-0. Oh, I thought he was actually going to take that shot to Jamar Chase. He had a chance. Definitely had a chance. Is that Jamar Chase being manned up? No. Let's change this up. Try to get a press on him because we're going to need help. Oh, it's a motion. It's even worse. Oh, it's back. He switched up. I'm dead. I'm literally stuck on the offensive line. And there goes Jamar Chase, who gets blasted, but will get that first down. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was okay. I don't feel like it was. Blitz time. Maybe should have actually went with the blitz instead of pretending And there goes Mike Gesicki having himself a pretty good start to this game. 53 yards. Oh, get off of us. Oh, huge hit, though. Higgins gains 5. Jones against Jamar, I suppose. Oh, no, we got switched off to. And there goes Mike Gesicki again, hurtling to the 16-yard line. Got Jones. Maybe give him a little bit of separation. We'll go Duggar. Step up just in case he needs help. And it'll be to the second quarter. Of course, 8-minute quarter length, 20-minute accelerated clock chew down. I think that's not bad. Off to an unbelievable 14-0 start, though. All right, this one works a little bit more. Gonzalez against Jamar. Let's actually go Keon. Oh, it's going to be out to the tight end. Gesicki gains 4. Oh, a little offside. Jeez, the like slowness of trying to get back is crazy. It's another quick throw over to the tight end who gets another first down. Mike Gesicki is eating us alive. Could be a run. Let's get Barmore going. Can't get off the line, and good tackle. Zach Moss gains 2. Going to be bringing the blitz. I think we have the running back with Duggar. Oh, that's a really good cutback, but it's not going to be a touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 1 now. We're going to have to run commit, because if they run it and we don't, it's kind of GG. Creeping up to the line, and we're going to get out there, and he's not going to get it. It'll be a field goal. Blown opportunity by the Bengals is going to give us an 11-point lead still, assuming they don't fake it, which they don't. Of course, they did miss a field goal earlier. It was a long kick, don't get me wrong, but from McPherson, you expect it almost from him. So it should be technically 6-14. And Tyquan Thornton on the return this time, also a very fast player. Showing off that speed, going to get us nearly up to the 25-yard line. Not bad. They want me to do a stretch to the right. I'm going to cut this back left. And that did not go super well. We got a yard. Kind of sucks. You do any sort of like change of direction type play and you lose all your momentum. It's just completely gone. Oh, we're going to get sacked. Might have had Hunter Henry a little early, but if not for him, I didn't really trust anyone else. Hesitate on that running back because the guy kept looking into the backfield a little bit, and I was worried. Oh, screen pass with no one nearby. Gibson's going to try his best. And 4th and 3, I think with an 11-point lead, is a little too many yards for us to be risking. We're going to punt it. Or we're going to do whatever I'm about to attempt, because I sure as hell ain't going to be punting. Well, that's pretty good, I think. Right? Oh, wow. Nobody is even close to getting to the return man, though. Hang time punt. Doesn't really matter. All right, to the 32-yard line. Still holding an 11-point lead. We got Jones on the blitz. Is that Marcus, Jess? It's the only thing that sucks about having 2 Joneses. And that definitely is Marcus because he's, like, way smaller. And wide open is Jamar Chase. Trying to strip that ball out. Couldn't. First down. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Pretty easy to tell. I know Jonathan Jones isn't that tall himself, but it's pretty easy to tell the difference between Jonathan and Marcus, as there goes Gesicki. Oh, slipping off of a tackle. Couldn't beat Jelani for over 116 yards in the first half. There goes that man. So you're trying to see across the board. Well, I didn't get enough time to see across the board if we had the right lineup. Joe Burrow is going to throw it into the back of the end zone and just force it. And Christian Gonzalez is going to easily pick this one off. And with the speed he has, surprisingly, takes it all the way back to the 44. There was a debate that maybe we should have kept it in the end zone. But the pure speed of Christian Gonzalez made that an easy decision. I don't know what Joe Burrow is doing there. Of course, panicked because of the pass rush, but he's better than that. He's way better than making a decision like that. Of course, they look a little angry, so they might be blitzing here. Probably not going to gain much to Rhamondre. Show off the power, gets about 3. 2-minute warning. Inside give to Gibson, who is going to bounce it all the way to the outside. Showing off some speed. Nice juke move, but fumbles. The Bengals knocked it out of bounds. That would have been a huge opportunity for them. I don't know who hit them, but they kind of got a nice pop off there. That was scary. Little predetermined. Polk, the rookie, climbs the ladder and snags it to the 21-yard line. The Bengals are not quite there yet, it seems. I mean, we shouldn't even be quite there yet, to be fair. Yeah, we're going to throw that a little too late. I was going to go to the running back, then saw Douglas. I was like, I'll go to Douglas. Too late. Out for Douglas. It's going to be a tough one to Bourne, who does catch it. Bourne showing off a little bit of speed. And we kind of just like gained nothing going all the way around. But hey, we got to the 4. We're going to go with slant, see if we can force anything in here. In some trouble. Basically a throwaway. Still no like Rhamondre Stevenson. We've been seeing a lot of Gibson, who is going to see the end zone. 20-3. About midfield with 44 seconds left. Cincinnati with 1 timeout needs to make something happen this drive, I feel. We left the running back open, but that's fine. He's going to take a shot. And Jamar Chase does Jamar Chasely things. Catching the ball all the way down to the 2. You're never out of the game when you have a guy like that. Literally even went for the swat because I was worried. And it doesn't matter. We give up the big gainer. Burrow just delivers one. He's like, that's like an F-it throw. Down 21-3. And he just snags it. I mean, that's crazy. And they're going to hold on to that timeout kind of wisely. Oh, they run the pitch. This could be bad for us. And we get the push with the help. They're going to be short of the end zone again. Maybe we should have called timeout. And, yeah, we really should have. I thought we knocked it out. Gesicki gets the Bengals their first touchdown of the game. 5 seconds left. That was a pretty good drive. Really a lot of luck, though, that you have a guy like Jamar Chase to bail you out. But they will get the touchdown, and that's a really big answer for them. And we got the speeder, Thornton. Going to use that speed to the outside. Really would love to find a way to get him involved, but the receivers we have now are looking pretty good. The starters, at least, that we have now are looking pretty good, and more importantly, I just don't know who I would bench at that point, even if they weren't. As Gibson gains a few yards, we'll take an 11-point lead into halftime. I think they get the ball, so it's still anyone's game. But to even be in a game like this, especially game 1, I am honestly a bit surprised. The Bengals, like I said, they lost quite a bit in the offseason, but they still have such good talent on offense that you would think they would at least just be scoring a lot of points. Looking across the league, it looks like there's been a power outage across America, unfortunately. And there is only one NFL game going on, it's this one. They're going to start the second half off with what looks to be handoff. And it will be. We can't get out there. But the run defense is looking really strong so far. Okay, this could actually be some sort of kind of play-action play. Be careful of Jamar. And I stepped up on the tight end. I thought he was going to throw that earlier. Fumble! Recovered by Jabril Peppers. They forced a hit on us. That forced the fumble. We did one to them. Problem is, ours was in the field of play. And definitely recovered. Higgins just never saw the backside hit. Bentley, who has pretty damn high hit power, just absolutely crushed him. Just when you thought Cincy, had themselves a good chance, they end up fumbling at the worst time. Drake May, who has some speed, and that's a risky one. Oh, good try by Hunter Henry. The safety didn't even ever see it. Just got a lucky hand in there. Drake May rolling out, looking for the highlight play. Gibson on the inside handoff. Oh, they're coming with a blitz and trying to outrun everyone. Can't really do it. We gained 2. We need a few yards to be able to at least have a chance to kick a field goal. Not saying we are going to disregard a chance at a first down either, but just saying. Trying to pick our battles. I should have taken the tight end. Polk still holds on, though. It's going to make it a doable field goal. Oh, this thing's moving. This thing is kind of moving, though. Uh-oh. Ooh, the accuracy was good enough to where even though it was red, it still gave us the accuracy. 14-point lead. And the Bengals find themselves with a fresh set of downs at the 50-yard line after a nice little play. Well, nice little couple of plays. And Gesicki has been super dependable. We're giving up yards, we're giving up completions, but we're not giving up a lot of points, and that's really the difference in this game. So far, at least. Still a lot of time. They're going to go with another kind of screen play, and this one does not work. They lose a yard. Trusting the outside, you kind of have to keep the Peppers over the middle. Motion. Let's actually go D-line. Try to swat. Couldn't. Perfect throw to the 30-yard line. They continue the drive. Hunter Renfrow. Who is that? Jones. Okay. Looks like Jonathan Jones, but I can't say for certain. Uche's getting a push. End zone. And, of course, the running back mosses, ironically enough, our linebacker Tavai, who was in great position. And I don't know if he overran it or just wasn't strong enough, but yeah, I think it was just an underthrow that benefited him. Went for that swat, and it just didn't work. Yeah, I mean, he's in position. He just misses the swat completely. And just like that, our amazing lead has been cut to 7. And nice cutback for Gibson. Speaking of cutting, want to see more Stevenson, but everything's just, this inside zone type play that has Gibson as the starter for some reason. If they bring the blitz, Henry's naked. They didn't, but so is Gibson. Trying to juke. We gain about 6. Fair enough. Here comes Rhamondre. Should be rested up. 3rd and inches. Going to go with trap. And wow, there's a lot of room. Tries to bury him. Does bounce off of it to the 49-yard line. But now one of our linemen is hurt. Looking for a deep crosser on the play action to Polk. And he's pretty open. The ball is on the money. And Polk's going to find his way all the way to the 17-yard line. Nice little drive here. Cole Strange, elbow sprain. That's fine. Like, I'd prefer our elbows were intact, but obviously the injury could have been season-ending for all we know. And there is really nobody in sight as Gibson runs it for the first down to the 7. Rhamondre Stevenson in on the counter play. And wow, that's perfect blocking. Walk-in touchdown for Rhamondre to regain the lead. It'll be 31-17. Here we go. Since he is still not out of it, but our ability to continue to score is definitely hurting them. Really good chip block. Outside, try to strip him. Couldn't. The fullback stiff arms and gains 3. Bringing players up. Trying to keep one deep safety just to try and prevent the big play. And we should have probably covered him. He's going to go right back to the running back this time, and Jalani with a great tackle, but still another 3. You only have to imagine. Let's actually go D-line. Let's get some pressure. I'm not sure what you have to imagine, actually. I kind of forgot. Oh, and almost picked off by Jones. I'm about to say you have to imagine they're going to have to go for it. But because of the incomplete pass, 4 yards is deemed too much, and they're going to have to punt it. Maybe Drake May is the prodigal son, as Wallace bounces it all the way back and has a nice little return, little highlight, which will be enough time spent to send us to the 4th quarter. You know, a couple of hits on the quarterback, but overall it has been all Patriots. They're going to bring some blitzers. We might be able to round the edge, and we get some pretty damn good blocks. Tries to go left, couldn't, gets blasted, but gets the first down. Gibson with the pulling guard is going to find some room, tries to juke out, gets 1 yard short. 84 yards on the ground for Gibson. Wish the boy Rhamondre would get going, though. Maybe we should go right instead of left. Show the power, and he's going to be denied. I think you go for this. I do agree. Could run the ball, but last drive we're going to throw it. Be a tough one. And Bourne makes it look easy. First down. That could be the first down to seal it. Crazy to think. Beating the Bengals of all team. Obviously, week 1 gets weird, and, you know, we see teams that just aren't expected to ever winning, and then, you know, the next week shows up and reality hits it. But, you know, I still think we're playing really well. Of course, very close to our goal there. 350 total yards of offense we said we were going to get. We're getting close to hitting that. DT clotheslines us. On top of just having a good drive that could lead to another score, we're also wasting a boatload of time. Let's actually throw the ball, see if we can catch him off guard. Henry. And he holds on! The corner turns late. I thought he was going to pick it, but just never got his hand on it. And Hunter Henry is going to seal the game. As you can see here, the corner looks late, tries to get a hand on it, and just like when we got mossed for the touchdown by the running back, doesn't. And we'll have to find out in game 2 of this episode, but right now, I mean, we're smoking the Bengals. Could this actually be an upset type of kind of you make like house level money if you bet on this team to win the Super Bowl? Like, is that potentially going to happen? Of course, injury timeout for a Cincinnati Bengal on top of it. Didn't give us a 2-minute warning, though, so they still have that timeout. Or not timeout, but you know what I mean. The clock stoppage. Huge hit. Blasted. Boomstick. Whatever the hell they want to call it. Garbage time is real. Let's see if they can finish it. Can they finish garbage time? Oh, taking the wrong step definitely can screw you. We, you know, kind of wavering back and forth to try and throw them off. Joe Burrow, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 350 yards. So a lot of passing yards, just a lot of turnovers and a lot of failed drives. Really the difference in this one so far. Also, the offense has been amazing. Bengals not really a great defense right now on paper, but still thought they were going to take care of business a little bit better than they did. And there's a perfect throw inside. We can't get over there. He's going to fight all the way down to the 2. I mean, they've had opportunities all afternoon, and they've squandered them. Let's see if they can actually punch it in from here. You can bring a blitz because I feel like they're expecting us to fall for the play action or something like that, or the fake out. And no one's on the same page there. From the 2-yard line, and Jamar Chase will catch the touchdown. Keeps him in it, technically. And, of course, they are required to get the onside kick. Otherwise, we can literally end the game on a QB kneel. That ball kind of pops up there. But Polk take care of business. Trying to go down. We still get hit anyways. And that'll be the end of game one as we finish 38-24 over the Cincinnati Bengals. I get it. You know, Joe Burrow's finally back, and, you know, the team's maybe not as good as they once thought. But I am still surprised by this. There you have it. Week one is in the books, and we pull off the ultra upset. Jerod Mayo looking like the perfect candidate for the job. And Drake May has a promising looking future as we end up winning the game 38-24. Some of the highlight plays, there was a couple of deep shots to the right side. Jamar Chase and then their running back catching one. Of course, Drake May, very comfortable in the pocket. Gets sacked there, but not really sure why they're showing highlights as if we're the ones that lost or something. But, of course, huge hit. You know, when they were about to climb back or trying to climb back, we end up, you know, popping that ball free, recovering it. And I got to say, the way those highlights looked, I got to double-check that score because I thought we lost. Of course, Drake May was literally perfect. We missed 3 whole throws, 258 yards, a little low, but 3 touchdowns is great. A lot of yards per play as well. Rushing, you know, a committee running back situation worked out well. Gesicki was unbelievable. Hunter Henry is actually pretty good for us as well, to be fair. Polk with 61 yards. Bourne with 93 yards. Gibson with 20. Stevenson with 14. And then really not much going on outside of those names. And then we, of course, see some interceptions for the defense. Not a half a bad. Why did I start making a pizzas right in front of you? I don't know. We got Jawan Bentley with an upgrade point and Mr. Polk. See what Bentley's going to get for field general. Definitely the best upgrade for a middle linebacker. He gets a couple of zone. Was it a block shit as well? Why is his morale down? Oh, yeah, it's because we lied or something. I don't know. They're just complaining about stuff. Polk, you know, I want him to be the best version of himself as possible, which as a slower player, you would assume is short and medium route stuff. I think in general, though, when you got a player that just has so many needs, you just go with playmaker and just get the best available upgrade. 3 to juke, deep route is great. 3 to spec is great. 1 to short and release is great. 1 to cut in traffic's pretty good. And then juke move, we'll take all the juke moves we can get. He's now 80 for juke move. What about our meetings and all that? Do we have any storylines? We actually don't. So we're going to head right on to week 2 against the Seattle Seahawks. A little bit of history between these two teams. Unfortunately, we're not able to land a Player of the Week award, but still a hell of a game anyways for the whole team. Seattle started their season off 0-1. They're an 84 overall, though, so this is not a slouch team. They've got a lot of players on offense, talent-wise. Defense is maybe lacking a little bit, but they got some pretty good corners, so I imagine we're going to struggle through the air. Might be a huge rushing week. But anyways, let's see. Next question. What do we got? We had a great season opener. I don't really know what else you want me to say. Very happy with how the players battled. Yeah, I mean, pretty fitting, pretty fair. Pretty fair assessment. I mean, this got to go to Drake May, right? I mean, the defense was really good, but it's got to go to offense. And if we go specifically, it's got to be Drake May, the rook. Which players got the game ball? I mean, it's Drake May was him. Earns a boost. Oh, you get to choose boosts? Well, I mean, I'm going to choose Drake May no matter what, but we also get boosts, which is great. But yeah, Drake was amazing, so obviously he gets the game ball, especially as a rookie. I really don't care, personally. The next week, we have 3 short, medium, and deep accuracy for Drake. It's pretty good. It's going to help him a lot. All right, we have adjusted the sliders a little bit further now, and this is where we are at. We'll see if things need to go down or continue to go up. For whatever reason, though, in Madden, I've always had sliders that just don't seem to apply properly. And, I mean, here we go. There's not really much to it. Let's go into the strategy, do a little more staff stuff with the goals and just use an XP, and head right on into the game. Seattle, not a very good team at running the ball, despite the fact that that's usually something you would expect them to want to do. And then defensively, they look, as a whole, really bad. So we're going to throw a medium. Actually, I lied. We're going to run it inside. Even that's a lie. I should probably ran it outside. And the only person with an upgrade is the sort of snubbed KJ Osborne, if we're being real. He ends up going with Playmaker. And look at these upgrades for an older player, too. 2 to medium, 2 to deep, 2 to catch, 2 to release. I mean, that's a lot of upgrading. Game 2 of 2 for the episode. It'll be against the Seattle Seahawks. Once again, a little bit of history between these two teams. Looking at last week, Hunter Henry, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Offense had really no worries when it came to trying getting up and down the field and scoring touchdowns. Defensively, pretty damn good as well, but did give up the deep play multiple times, and definitely need to limit those plays, as if you play against a team that isn't struggling throughout and they're playing really well, and then they get those big plays, it's going to feel like defense is damn near useless and really challenging. And we're going to have back-to-back games where we're going to receive the ball first, which is something. Wallace on the return. Wallace going to try to bounce it late. Gets to the 26-yard line. Good blocking. Of course, Drake May, really good rookie performance against a really tough opponent in the Cincinnati Bengals. Taking on another sort of tough opponent with the Seattle Seahawks. Pretty much a perfect game played. Looking to the outside. Could be a zig look. Running back's pretty open. We're going to throw that quick. Nobody's on him. Spin move was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. A lot of yards gained. And I get Rhamondre is a power back, but I want to see more of him. Tight end Henry is not going to hold on. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 to start out the second first down of the drive. Weird wording, but true. Technically. Sort of. Play action slide. Let's see how this goes. Oh, blitz. And they can't even get the throw off. That'll be a sack. Pretty good coverage across the board, too. And I hate that 3rd and 16 is basically a give-up play, but I also kind of agree. See if Rhamondre can maybe make something happen. Sprint out to get out there. And not a bad block. It's going to be enough. Oh, and he's still going. He's still going. To the 31-yard line, Rhamondre Stevenson. 34 yards, breaking every tackle. Really didn't see much of that in week 1, but barreling through everyone here in the second game. He's killing people. He's a murderer. And here we are with a dreaded read option. I still don't know how to freaking do this. Do I hold it off to hand it off? Well, I don't know what we're doing, but we end up with a near first down with Drake May on the read. Keep. Hey, get your hands off of him. That's a bit rude. Play action because it's only inches. I mean, we figure as long as you don't get sacked, we can get it on the next 2 downs if we had to. And we're going to throw this away, and oh, it's going to be grounded. That's exactly the one issue I had. But really, no one was open? I thought we were going to have somebody else open. Oh, it was an ineligible man? Okay, that's not as bad. A legal man downfield's all right. I can live with that penalty. It's not good either way, but 2nd and 5, a lot easier than 3rd and like 1,000. And we're going to try to cut it inside. We do, and he falls forward for the first down. Gibson. An RPO, like smoke screen type of play over here. Quick throw to Bourne, who's actually kind of shifty. Gains about 4. Going to be looking to the sky once again for nothing. Good to go with quick slants. Maybe we should have taken the running back. Ooh, that's risky. And almost caught off the deflection. It's going to be a 3rd and 5. As soon as I saw that, I worried. Play action. And we're going to get hit again. I don't like that play. I don't think I'm ever running that play again, but we should be kicking a field goal here to take the lead. Here comes the Seattle Seahawks to start this drive for themselves. Geno Smith with 1 interception on the season and 2 touchdowns with a little over 200 yards. Kind of a game manager-esque season so far. We'll hand the ball off for a gain of 3 to Kenneth Walker to start this drive out. 3 yards, not a whole, or 3 points anyways, not a whole lot to try and answer back with. We switched to the wrong guy. Jason gains 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. That Wade. Oh, Wade is not on the right guy. Well, he is on the right guy. We were on the wrong guy. Keeps switching the wrong player, though. And play action. He's going to throw a nice shot inside to, I believe, Tyler Lockett. Big play to the 41-yard line. Big conversion. Yeah, we're a little all over the place on that one. We didn't actually affect that negatively, though. Like, they didn't throw to any of the guys we were kind of messing up. Swing pass. And we always try to bait that out because the quarterback will see that and think it's open. It's not. Lots of 4. We know how this works. Try to go for that bait. I mean, it worked out for the most part. They're going to run it on this situation. That's a good cutback, but that's barely even going to get the yards, that they even lost back. See if we can get some pressure. The base is not really getting there, so I'm going to use our Uche, see if we can do something. And Uche does get the pressure, and he brings them down. That'll be a punt. Coverage sack. Uche does a really good job off the edge, and that will be a forced punt to us. Rhamondre Stevenson on the inside handoff is going to get a couple of good blocks. Bounces it all the way to the right. Gains 13. Gonna go with Z-spot. Looks like a blitz. Trying to get this ball off quick if we can. They got blitzers. They got heavy hitters. And that's a tough one. Not when the guy plays off. Demario Douglas. Look at the juke move to the 44. Super fun player. You don't know why that guy's playing off. He's on him. You know, he's got the play ready. He just doesn't finish the job. And Douglas gets a lot more than he probably should have. As Gibson tries to set it up and does. Gets the first down. Juke move almost took him all the way. Start of the second quarter. It's not a high-scoring game, but we actually look pretty good on offense still. They really want to run the ball, even though they got this stack. And the guys in over pursue it, giving us 7 on the ground. We're going to go with the cross. Douglas, deep over the middle of the field. We get a running back blocker on the play action. And Henry a little behind them, but will get the job done for the first down. They never saw it coming. Bit of a long drive, I must admit, but it's been a successful one on top of it. And try to cut inside. Couldn't. We gained 5, though. Going to go with slants. In trouble. We're going to have to throw this away. Shark wheel. Let's see what we got. Henry's probably our primary. It's going to be a tough one. And he holds on the aggressive catch. He has really good catching, and he makes the play. Teeing the ball off. Gibson looks pretty free up the middle. And not really, but a nice juke move outside gets him a few. Another handoff. And we're going to bounce it all the way outside. Tries to cut it inside last second. Gets the first down to the 2. Looking promising for a scoring drive. Going to look for a pass here. I mean, this looks pretty free. It's not. Pulling the Chiefs' own move against them. And May's going to have to take a hit. Does and scores. First touchdown of the day, and it'll give us a 2-possession lead. And we're going to be coming in with the blitz with Jones, and they get the ball off just in time. We kind of hit stick nothing. Big hit, but about 15-16 gain to Tyler Lockett. I'm going to keep Peppers deep and blitz Duggar. Let's move him over a little bit. If it's a run to the left, though, we're in some trouble. Oh, I got beat by the tight end. I actually fell for that play action. I thought it was actually a run. Big play to the 33. Yeah, I'm not going to do that ever again. I truly believed it was a run, and I'm just going to not be someone that you can't really pull off with. We're going to get stuck. We're going the wrong way there, as Kenneth is going to get a bunch of yards to the 13. And now we have an injury. I can't even see who the hell it is. The captain, so it's got to be someone significant. The fact that Wade's in tells me maybe it's a corner. I don't like that. Switch me the wrong guy. Oh, we have to go against the tight end. That's all right, though. Throws the Metcalf. Gains 5. Still not even the second half yet, so the game is obviously super young, and anything can happen. You going against the tight end? We are. Not that it's going to matter because they're going to run the ball. Kenneth outside, showing off unbelievable speed. Gets the edge for the first down. And it is a linebacker. Bentley, Bruce Sternum should be fine, but obviously that's going to be a whole rest of the game with Raekwon McMillan as the starter. I don't know what I think about this. Oh, it's going to be QB keeper. And Geno fights, almost gets in there for the touchdown. Coming with that heat. Middle linebacker is going to have to blow up the play. And he will miss timing, apparently, but it's going to help to the 3 now. Up to the line of scrimmage. They got a lot of wide receivers, though, so we're going to not run commit here. It will be another run, and this time Kenneth gets in there. I thought we had a chance to grab him, and we just didn't. But Seattle will score a touchdown. It'll be back down to only a 3-point lead. To the 30-yard line, inside handoff to Mr. Gibson. And the blocking has been really good so far. First down. And we were kind of thinking, maybe we just go to halftime. But no, that's gonna open things up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Oh, that's a bad decision. Yeah, that's going to be picked off. I can't believe how much of a floater that was, though. Oh, I thought he was about to break that tackle. I really thought we would have... I thought the worst case scenario was going to be like a deflection or something, but he actually picked it off, and we throw the first pick of Drake May's career. Don't get me wrong, this is another example of feeling like we can hit every single throw. Henry's more open anyways. But don't get me wrong, if this ball's halfway decent to the left side, but yeah, the thing kind of falls flat, and that was an easy pick. Opportunity knocks for Seattle, who could tie the game up at worst. Screen pass. Trying to get vertical because we're a little late to the party. Is Kenneth so quick? What a hit. Gets the first down, but that's literally it. He got to the first down line and then died. That was a really good hit by what appears to be a corner. Impressive. Uche can't get off the line. Still can't get off the line. We're going to try to cut him off, and we do. Uche with a second sack on the day. I'm going to go right back to Uche. It worked out for us. Why not? Stuck on the line. Kick it off the line. And that is a wide open Noah Fant. Forcing the fumble, but recovered by Seattle. How in the world did he get that ball? That was a clean hit and somehow recovered by them. No, we're stuck on Barmore. And that will be not a touchdown. It's going to be very close to one, though. One timeout left. Yeah, they probably should have called that timeout. Instead, it's going to be a tied game with a field goal. Oh, no, okay, it is. I was about to say they're going to go for it. That'd be crazy. Could get one quick throw in there, but from the 1 yard line, they're kicking a field goal. That's got to be pretty painful. Either way, it looks like they're going to have a tied-up game, 10-all into halftime. That interception was lethal. And we had to try to, run in on it to have a chance to keep it in play. They're telling me I should go for a Hail Mary. For what? Trying to add to my picks. Already threw one. I mean, I guess we'll stat pad a little bit. 9 yards to Hunter Henry. It'll be a 10-all game into halftime. Not as exciting as last week, but still, we're in a game against a good team. You know, we won by a lot the first week, and we were winning by a little bit here in this game, 10-0, I believe. But just even being in the same realm as these teams is impressive. So the fact that we're actually winning games and potentially going to have a streak coming up of winning, it's pretty impressive. Of course, Rodgers, who had the Player of the Week award, throws a pick and is struggling hard against the Tennessee Titans. Then, of course, you have the Lions and the Buccaneers. Don't care as much, not a division rival. Buccaneers are taking care of business. And then the Bills versus the Dolphins. Division rivalry matchup. 17-7, the Dolphins beat Buffalo. Josh Allen was not very good, and their run game was also basically non-existent. Looking at some of the highlight plays of this game, of course, that rushing touchdown just came in not so long ago. May on that screen. What a play by Rhamondre Stevenson, though. I mean, the amount of tackles he broke, barreling through multiple people, impressive. That's the kind of power that I've been hoping to see from him. And unfortunately, they also get the ball to start. So, I mean, just talking about pure possessions-wise, if they were to score every possession, we basically automatically lose, which, I mean, that's kind of how most teams would lose, but still, they control this game. A lot of players up. Actually, even have a blitzer. Let's go Barmore, see if we can get some pressure on the inside. We do get a little bit of a push, frees up the linebacker, no gain. Pinch him a little bit. Let's move over to Mapu, and it's going to be thrown over to left side. DK Metcalf, strong hands on these, contact, catching traffic curls. And yes, that was a lot of words, a ton of them. Peppers up to the line of scrimmage. It is not going to actually be... Oh, what a play by us. I did not think he was going to cut upfield. Somebody cut him off. Nice hit, but he's going to still be going. He runs right past us. Thank God Tavai was out there. That was insane. Tyler Lockett still rumored to be running to this day. I did not think that was going to be a throw upfield lead. I was expecting to come back to some other player because, we had that locked up. But no, he's gonna deliver that throw to a wide open receiver. Really not sure why I didn't cover that all the way upfield. We saved the play to start, and then we kind of did nothing. Switching me to the wrong guy. That zig is open. Yep. 9 yards. Come on, fellas, get off the field. Force the stop. And Metcalf gets blasted, but will get the first down to the 1. Got to bring a blitz, even if it's just one running back. That's enough for me to be hey, this is a run. Raekwon going against Kenneth. Can't get off the block, and huge hit, but he's going to hold on. That will be Seattle with the lead. We're going to start this drive out with a play action, a deep play action. He's open. Had a release. It's intercepted at the line, and that's going to be pick 6. I was going to say how to release it early because we're about to get sacked. I don't know if the throw while being hit was affected, but Marquise Blair has picked the ball off damn near the line of scrimmage. I thought that was going to be easily completed. How is that ball so low? Did I have to put a touch on this pass? Maybe I was a little too early, but once again, the pressure was there. I couldn't wait any longer. One more second, I get that over there. I can't believe he got that. He doesn't even need to jump at all, so it's not like it was a crazy jumping play. That sucks. Turnovers are putting us in a really, really bad spot right now. Down by 14. All right. I'm once again still completely unsure how you hand the ball off. I didn't hold it there, and he handed it off, but whenever I hold it and let go, it doesn't work anyways. And that could be picked. That is PI, man. That is such PI. Tell me it was our own guys. Pick number 3. That had to be PI. No. I don't want to see celebration. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where's the penalty? Hello. Don't get me wrong. We're making a couple of bad reads anyways, but that not being called a pick might be the difference between winning and losing this game. Did I say being called a pick? Oh my God, was that ours? I'm not gonna touch this. Yeah, let him deal with it. I'll let him deal with that. To the 9. Really good open field tackle. Keeps us in a chance to at least stop them from scoring a touchdown. But yeah, that should have been pass interference. I don't understand how they don't call that. Didn't change the sliders or anything either because I was worried about stuff like that going uncalled. And Gino with 989 speed is going to run for a gain of 5. How no one was an illegal man downfield and eligible, I don't understand. Get the most disciplined players in the world. We're going to pull off the former safety, even though he's really kind of a linebacker safety anyways, and we're not going to get out there. That's going to be 31-10. It's weird because the game wasn't like this at all until the turnover happened, and then we started throwing picks. Like, what even, happened? Wide open running back, Rhamondre Stevenson is going to gain a bunch. Deadly in the open field. Going to go with a trap play, I suppose. And nobody's on Rhamondre, who can't truck him over. Maybe they want me to barrel through him and they want me to, do it sooner. Oh, this is kind of hard. This one, needs to be thrown to the tight end right away. Who will get a lot. Austin Hooper, give him some credit, gains 9. Yeah, we need to make up a lot in a hurry if we want to win this game. Polk on the play action. Let's see if this will be one of those big plays. We go for a perfect throw. Polk will score. Nice drive. Great answer back. Down 2 touchdowns now. All right, 37-yard line. Force them into a 2nd and 13 situation. Potential chance to get off the field here. And quick to the outside. Try to strip him. Great tackle. Only a yard gain to lock it. Do worry we're playing it maybe too safe and not going for pressure, but let's just get that with Uche then. Did get a nice push. We're chasing him down, and Gino, who has speed, will not have enough and will force the punt. 4th and 10, start of the 4th quarter. It's only a 14-point game. Still early. And here comes the kick by Dixon. Wallace on the return. See if he wants to make something crazy happen. Maybe should have let it bounce. Got to the 13-yard line. I think, to be fair, you don't really ever let it bounce because you just never know. We knew we were probably going to get to around the 15-yard line. I really don't want to see all this. I really don't. But yeah, if you figure you can get to the 15-yard line, I don't think you risk the ball bouncing potentially inside the 5, Even if you have momentum on your side. And Rhamondre, it's a great throw, so it will allow him to get 4. But, yeah, pretty good play by the defender. Still so much time left. We just got to be very patient. Take whatever comes. And that's a pretty good play. Going to go with the possession. Not sure why that camera keeps zooming in like that, though. Trust in our reads. Trust in our throwing. Another first down. And that's a risky one. And that's going to be picked off again. Baker is insane, though. And we can't catch him. That's crazy. Pick number 4. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to throw a player open, and I'm anticipating something that isn't technically there yet. But the way he's backpedaling, and sidestepping, Hunter Henry must be slow as hell. That's all I can say. To go from scoring a blowout to getting blown out, it's definitely not on my bingo card. And we can't even get that throw off. I will say, though, Seattle is definitely severely underrated. Which, to be fair, statistically, they kind of aren't. They actually are a higher overall than us, of course, and the Bengals. A lot of time to throw. Stepping up, which will set up enough room for us to scramble. First down. Read the room, read the situation. They don't want to, actually come to us. And we're in some trouble. That was a good throw, but because we're going to hit while we're throwing, it's a GG. They're bringing blitzes, but our left guard is just he's wandering. Not sure why he's doing that. 2nd and 10, we're going to go with a screen pass. We need to do things in a hurry if we want a chance. And we're out there. Pretty good blocking. Spin move. Gets the job done. Tries to truck. Couldn't. Rhamondre in the open field this game, in the receiving game specifically, has been pretty good. Let's try not to throw a 5th pick. How about that? And in behind, gotta be honest, a little PTSD from Baker, but we do get it in behind him to the 7. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little worried as soon as I released that ball. Inside, Polk will score the touchdown. And you know what? We do find ourselves in a 3rd and 10 situation. Still so much time left. We just got to make a stop somewhere. Could it be here? Got stuck in the line. Couldn't get to the running back. That's fine, though. He's going to be coveraged. Coverage sacked. And we're going to have a little bit of a chance at this thing. Avoid throwing picks. That's all I can say. Down by 14. I can't believe 8-minute quarters. We're seeing such high scores, though. And we're not going to get any blocks. Wallace is going to be taken down to the 36. Wide receiver option. Also that kind of like double move inside to Polk. I really wish I could turn that into a left side play. In trouble. Take the running back. Pretty easy. Oh my God, Stevenson. Falling forward for 12 total. Stevenson's had some pretty insane power plays. See if we can do it. It's a tough one, but he's got leverage, and he can't catch a contested one. Kind of a trend for him so far, unfortunately. He's made some tough ones, just not while he's in the air. And that's just a force. No, it's not! Oh, I thought he stepped up for the pick. Would have been number 5. Kind of felt like he probably should have, no? Either way. Drive continues. Outside, Polk gets about 9. Let's hurry up. Bell is in. We're not going to have time. Not going to have time to try to throw that back to DeMario. That's why we ran out and threw it away. Even though it's going to cost us the 2-minute warning, I think you got to just play for the first down. And that's why we're going to run the ball here. Truck again by Stevenson. Let's hurry up to the line, see if we can actually get this beat. We can't. 2-minute warning. Although somehow it actually went below the 2-minute warning. Love it. Hope we don't need that 1 second. It is 4 vertical time. See if we can find an opening. Perfect throw. Henry gets smoked, but is down to the 1-yard line. And I actually would run this if I felt like it was a smart play. And I sprinted out too early. Throw away. Good setup, though, to avoid the grounding call. Been taking the Seahawks advice a lot, though, in this one. Not running the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's do it this time. And that was actually fairly free. Yeah, maybe they should have. And, of course, we're going to kick it deep because our defense has kind of made a stop. I kind of believe. We're trying to get out there, and we will stop them to only a gain of 1 yard. Our run defense has been pretty good this game, so that's why you play the odds a little bit. Of course, any first down wins them the game. Moving them over. Oh, that's going to be a great cutback, and he's actually going to get it all on that one play. Wow, there was an opportunity, and nobody can grab him. And that would basically end the game. I mean, it would take a miracle. Would need, like, them being hurt or fumbling the ball to win the game. Or to have a chance to win the game, I should say. Any of those things happen. Oh, wow, now it's really over. He's running free. Try to strip it. That's the only chance, and he will not fumble. That will end the game. Hell of a comeback attempt. The offense, I mean, I feel like we just got kind of unlucky. Those interceptions were just a little unlucky at times. Because you could see that when we needed to go, we pulled it off like time and time again. We just had all those turnovers, and even then still only lost by 7. And that would be a pretty disappointing loss at home after making a crazy upset happen week 1 on the road. The game would finish 38-31. The Seahawks get a little bit of revenge. Drake May, I mean, it was a gutsy game. It was a gritty, gutsy, tough game. We're sure he threw a lot of picks, but, you know, all the positives, the comeback attempt, I wouldn't say they outweigh the interceptions, but I think they show a lot of character. I really do. I think, you know, there was a lot of unluckiness that happened with some of those picks. Some pressure plays and whatnot. Unfortunately, even though the team fought really hard, came up short in the end. Baker, probably your player of the week. Hell, player of the year after that one. Let's take a look at the numbers, though. Of course, Drake May. Oh, crap. I forgot one of them was a rushing touchdown. Drake May ends up with 2 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Oh, no. Geno was literally perfect, by the way. Run game was still decent. It's just we didn't run the ball that much because we started to get really far behind after a bunch of mistakes. Polk with 2 touchdowns is great. Stevenson with 91. Does it show broken tackles, by the way? Henry with another pretty good game. It says 1 broken tackle, but if receiving play broken tackles counted, then he'd have like 1,000. Baker with 2 picks. Rayshon Jenkins and Blair with a pick each. And a really disappointing, hard-to-swallow loss. Christian Gonzalez has an upgrade point. We're going to go zone because he already has 82 man. Zone coverage is something we run a lot of. 3 to zone coverage puts him at 79 man coverage now, which is not too far off of his 83, 82 zone, or man. Voice crack, need some water. What's the message? These 2 safeties are playmakers. We need a plan to get the ball out quick. Well, that's really not the problem, to be honest. Either way, that's going to be it for this one. The next 2 games we'll have are against the Jets and the Niners. 2 really good teams. Could start the season off 1-3. 1-3. Like I said, that week 1 game, was it a outlier? Was it a early growing pains type of rust situation for the Bengals? Obviously, a lot of games without Joe Burrow, and the team looks a bit different in fairness from the offseason. But we did compete even in a game that we really choked away. Let's be honest, we had that game. I wouldn't say won, but we had a really good chance to win that game against Seattle. And then climbed back a few times and then still threw the damn game away with picks. That really great week 1 performance basically completely erased by a 4-interception game by Drake May. Really disappointing, but we knew there was going to be some growing pains. We knew there was going to be some ups and downs. All in one video, we have seen the ups and obviously the downs. Sometimes with the throws I make, I truly do believe in the downs. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, JeromepkR, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. And once again, 750 likes. We will have another episode tomorrow. Let me know if there's anything you think that we can improve on besides throwing picks. Just, series-wise, you think the quarter length should change. Some of the sliders you've been testing yourself, maybe you really like. Because for me, it doesn't... I mean, I know we just threw those picks, but outside of those individual interceptions, I still felt like we were in a pretty good spot throughout the game. Just a couple of mistakes that costed us, which maybe that's just where it needs to be. But I also felt like maybe they were playing it safe, but we climbed back pretty easily when we needed to. So, gonna keep on changing those sliders. I didn't want to test sliders for days on end and, delay the series by so much. It's a 1-1 start for the New England Patriots. We're not gonna die. We'll be fine whether we go 1-16 or we go 10-7. The sliders, sooner or later, hopefully sooner, will be perfect, and everyone will be happy. Regardless, though, thanks for watching. Whether there is a Patriots franchise video tomorrow or not, there will be some sort of video, so be on the lookout for that. Obviously, 750 likes will guarantee that Patriots rebuild. Well, I guess it is a rebuild, but franchise. But yeah, regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. I need some water, but until next video,